Teen drinking is happening more and more every day, and teens are finding easier ways to get alcohol. A lot of teens don't realize how dangerous binge drinking can be and what could happen if you're not careful and responsible. According to Nancy Helmich, USA Today, the research shows 1 in 10 high school seniors have engaged in extreme binge drinking, 10 or more drinks in a row, while 5.6 have consumed 15 or more drinks. I am going to inform you today on the statistics of binge drinking, a story of a girl who died from binge drinking, a personal story from my personal life, and how to prevent binge drinking. Some statistics on binge drinking. According to the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, each year, approximately 5,000 young people under the age of 21 die as a result of underage drinking. This includes about 1,900 deaths from motor vehicle crashes, 1,600 as a result of homicides, and 300 from suicides. Not only can binge drinking kill you, it can leave you with long-term or short-term problems. Center for Disease Control and Prevention stated, binge drinking is associated with many health problems, including unintentional injuries, for example, car crashes, falls, burns, drowning. Unintentional injuries, for example, are fire injuries, sexual assault, domestic violence, alcohol poisoning, sexual transmitted diseases, unattended pregnancy, children born with fetal alcohol spectrum disorders, high blood pressure, stroke, and other cardiovascular diseases, liver disease, sexual dysfunction, and poor control of diabetes. In the zone reported some contributing factors when in a group size. Some studies show that the average person drinks far more in a group than when alone. Young people tend to drink more if they order pitchers than if they order by the bottle or by the glass. It also depends who is serving. Most drinkers tend to drink more if they serve themselves than if a bartender is serving, whether or not they have to pay for those drinks. Also, students who pay less than $1 per drink or pay flat all-you-can-drink rate are more likely to binge drink than those who pay more. Here's a story of a girl named Shelby who made the wrong choice one night and it ended her life. This story of the girl who passed away was posted by Andrea Todd. Shelby had wanted to go to her friend's house one night. While she was at the friend's house, her friend's parents were in the basement around an open bar they had, and they all decided to drink. When the parents went to bed, and the dad went back downstairs and warned the girls, do not drink. Well, that didn't stop them. Shelby had set a goal that night that she wanted to take 15 shots of vodka. Shelby started at 1:08 a.m. After they had already downed one bottle of vodka, they got another one. She took a picture of the vodka and sent it to a friend saying she had already took 10 shots. Her friend replied, "You better slow down or you're going to get sick." But that didn't stop her. She reached her goal around 1:58 a.m. When Shelby became sick, her friend led her to the toilet. Her friend began to get really worried when she was not sobering up. She started texting a friend from Shelby's phone that she liked and wanted him to come over and help. But the friend said that he would have to tell his dad, and she decided she didn't need the help because she didn't want the friend to tell her dad. Her friend went to sleep despite the fact her friend was really sick. The next morning, she went into the bathroom to a devastating view. Her friend laid there dead next to the toilet, black and blue, with bruises around her neck from her being hunched over the toilet all night. They called the paramedics and the police, and they tried to revive her, but they couldn't. Now I'm going to tell a personal side story. When we were in high school, me and my friends decided to go down to the Mid-America Center, and it was for her 17th birthday. She had just came and transferred into our school, so she was fairly new. She said her goal at 17, because of her age, turning 17. When we got there, and we decided to go inside after we all drank, we had to help her in because she could barely walk. When we went inside, she had to go to the bathroom and puke. She puked all over the floor, and she slipped and fell and hit her head on the floor. Thankfully, there was a nurse in the bathroom at the time and said that we should get security and call the paramedics. We called the paramedics, and the paramedics came and carried her out on the stretcher. Well, the bad thing was we couldn't get into her phone to call her parents because she had a lock, and she was too wasted and she couldn't wake up. So, she ended up getting an MIP, and we all told her not to do it in the beginning, but she just decided to. Finally, I'm going to talk about ways to prevent binge drinking from happening from wickedhow.com. Being aware of the consequences of binge drinking, as I stated previously, there are a lot of consequences of binge drinking, so know them before you make your decision that night. Know what might trigger you to binge drink and stay away from it. If being around alcohol when you are depressed or sad, then stay away from alcohol when you are in that state of mind. Finally, know what standard drinking is. Usually 1 to 4 drinks is all someone should consume. As you can see, binge drinking is very dangerous, and people lose their lives over it. Next time you are thinking about drinking, make sure you are doing it responsibly. And if you see a friend abusing alcohol, stop them. Don't let them continue.